What is going on, guys, and welcome back to the channel. In today's video we are looking at the 1/18 scale brushed monster truck from RLAARLO. This is brand new. It is available on Amazon, and we're going to take a look at what comes in the box. We're also going to do some 2S and 3S speed runs, and we're going to give it a little bash on some off-road and on-road terrain. So enjoy that B-roll and stay tuned. So if you are relatively new to the channel, you've probably seen a bunch of new cars from RLAARLO that I've featured. This one is brand new. This is a 1/18 scale monster truck, which looks very similar to the recently released 1/16 scale monster truck. This one is obviously a little bit smaller and has some different electronics and different features in it, but again, this thing looks really good right out of the box, and we're going to dive in and show you what it comes with. So starting with the remote, this is the remote that came with the 1/14 scale buggy as well as the 1/16 scale monster truck, except this one has a green foam ring around the steering wheel. A little bit big to do one-handed steering, you can almost reach it, but a very cool remote, fits nicely in the hand. You have your throttle trim, your steering dual rate, and your steering trim. You can also reverse the throttle and steering buttons right there. On-off switch is right in the middle, and you will need to provide your own AA batteries. Now that we have that out of the way, let's take a look at this truck. This is almost exactly the same design as the 1/16 scale, but just a little bit smaller. Has a nice little wheelie bar on the back. Unfortunately, it does have friction shocks once again, but we'll see how they handle outside. Bopping around. Front and rear differentials do seem a little bit loose, but a lot of plastic, as you can see here. The chassis and everything is plastic. Front and rear arms, plastic. The body actually looks really good. It has this nice little skid plate on top, as well as a nice little skid plate on the back here, hopefully to protect that body a little bit. As we turn on the car, you can see we have some LEDs in the front bumper, as well as that skid plate up on top, which is really cool. No LEDs in the rear, unfortunately, but that's alright. This thing looks really good. One thing I really like about this tiny truck are these tires. Now, there aren't any foam attachments in the tires, and the outer bead is not glued to the rim, but the inside bead is. So just something to note there, when you run this thing in sand and water, you may get some debris in there and may make this car a little bit wobbly. I would recommend cutting some holes directly in the rubber, 180 degrees from each other, just to let that water and debris kind of dissipate. Once again, they have these little inserts in there. The buggies had the red inserts. These ones have green to match the body, and these are 12mm hex wheels, so you can upgrade them if you wanted to down the road. Be very careful when taking that off for the first time. You will notice that there is a wire that holds in all of the LEDs there. It plugs right into the ESC receiver combo. I will note about this body, the one that I got did not come with a protective layer on it in the box, so just something to note there. If you usually keep that protective layer on there to kind of prolong the life of your body, this one does not come with one installed. Moving right along, this looks just like a smaller version of the 1/16 scale, and you can see right on top is the ESC receiver combo. It does have a little bit different layout with the battery tray. You should be able to put some bigger 3S batteries or 2S batteries in there. Now, I'm not sure if the user's manual recommends 3S, but we will try it. And when we do run it, I will run this 500 milliamp 35C discharge Ovonic battery. This thing is super tiny compared to the two batteries that come with this. These are 850 milliamp hour 2S battery, so it comes with two of them, which is really good, and it also comes with a USB charger. The battery tray also has a foam bottom on it, which I believe you can remove to make way for a little bit more room, maybe get a bigger battery in there. But this just swings in like so, and will clip in like that. Now with the body on, you don't have to worry about this moving too far, as it will hit the body and keep it there, so you won't have to worry about the battery flying out at all. Moving on to the servo, you can see that it is somewhat of a micro servo, and it is 3 wires, but it has that JST plug instead of a normal 3-wire servo plug. Not that big of a deal, but just something to note there in case you need to replace or upgrade this down the road. There is no servo saver on this servo. This is a direct plastic horn there that goes onto the steering linkage. It is not adjustable, and all of the linkages front and rear are not adjustable, so you cannot adjust toe in or toe out or camber. But with something this small, you probably won't be modifying it too much. This is a cool little truck. I think it's more of a toy grade and would be really good for some little kids, maybe under 10 years old. You do have the throttle trim on the remote that you can slow it down in case it's too fast for them, and it looks pretty durable if it's anything like the 16th scale one. There are no adjustability points on these friction shocks. You cannot move them to raise or lower the height of the truck, but there are some points in the body mounts here that you can move up and down if you want to raise or lower the body for a different style of look. And of course, the motor right here is a brushed motor, and it does have a nice green heat sink on it. You could probably add a fan to that if you really wanted to. We will check the temperatures when we're running it. I don't think this is going to get too hot, but again, we'll see when we run it. Like I said before, this is 4-wheel drive, and there is a metal center drive shaft in there that goes to the front and rear differentials. Another interesting thing to note with this car, there seems to be a mix between Phillips head screwdrivers and Allen screws in here. You can see here we got some 2mm hexes there, along with some Phillips head screws, so you will need both to take this car apart, which is an interesting combination. If you can see here, front and rear drive shafts are plastic. It looks like aluminum pins that go through them that go into plastic drive cups, both front and rear. Fronts look to be CV style drive shafts, while the rears are dog bones. And that's pretty much it. I mean, there's not much more to say about this car. We won't talk too much about it. And let's put the 2S battery in it. We'll give it some speed runs, and then we will put a 3S battery in it, do a speed run, see if it holds up to it, and take this thing for a bash. Alright guys, so we have the Milan M3 GPS on the back here. We have the Insta360 Go2 on my hat, and we have the Insta360 One X2 way down there. Now, out of the box, this thing says that it should go 22 miles an hour. I have a fully charged 2S battery that it came with in there. Our throttle trim is all the way up, and that's full speed. I am not sure if that's gonna hit 22, but I guess that's what we're here to find out. Now 22 isn't very quick. Uh-oh. Looks like we already lost range. This wasn't really that far away. I'm maybe 100 feet away. Still nothing. Still nothing. Oh, we're back. That is a bit odd. Again, full speed. Oh, we lost connection again. There's nothing blinking on here that says that it's low battery. But yeah, as soon as I get close to it, it comes back to life. So looks like right off the bat we're having some range issues. Seems to be having some issues keeping this thing going straight. Oh boy. That's definitely some sort of issue. Now, I didn't have any issues like this with the other RLAARLOs, the 14th scale and the 16th scale. There were no issues, and I really like those cars. Again, full speed. Let's see what this top speed is. And our top speed is 15 miles an hour. So somewhat disappointing there. I don't know if I got maybe a dud or what, but 14 miles an hour instead of 22. Not great. Kind of tough keeping this thing straight, and definite range issues. This thing is not even 100 feet away from me and it's cutting out. I will definitely reach out to RLAARLO myself and let them know that. They will obviously see this video as well, so ooh, maybe they can fix it for us. Let's put in the 3S Lipo, see if that makes it any more lively. 3S battery is locked and loaded. Both cameras are running. Oh yeah, definitely quicker. Still having issues keeping it straight. Oh yeah, that's a lot quicker. Oh! We got 20 miles an hour on there. Let's give it one more run. Oh, we lost. Oh geez. Here we go. All right. Quicker. Man, this thing is all over the place. Ooh, I hear a bit of grinding when you slam on the brakes. I think that's all we're getting out of this thing. So 20 miles an hour on 3S. I am not sure where they got that 22 mile an hour speed, but again, take it for what it's worth. Let's go bring this thing on some dirt and see if it exceeds my expectations. Hoping it's a little bit more fun over here. Again, 2S Lipo, this is stock. And I guess it's all right. I won't take it too far because of the range issue, but it does kick up some dirt. It does seem to struggle a little bit. Does kind of get bogged down. That's fully pinned. I am unfortunately a little bit underwhelmed, but again, for the price, when you're thinking about the price, this is a good beginner car. It keeps you nice and close. You don't have to deal with a young kid driving it too far away and losing it. It'll stay within your front driveway, and it's relatively slow. So take it for what it's worth. This isn't going to be a speed run contender or a big jump, big air contender. It's just going to be a little runner around the front yard. So I'm going to leave the video there. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. Would you buy this thing? Would you not buy it? Who would you buy it for? Again, not my favorite car from RLAARLO. I have seen some really good things from them in the past. I know they are a newer company, and I really think that they have listened in the past to people like me and other creators. So I really think that if creators like myself reach out to them and let them know some of the issues, that they will provide running updates in their cars, and they will continue to get better. So a lot of these Amazon brands have that issue where they make false claims and they don't really live up to the expectations, but I really think RLAARLO and some of these brands are trying to step it up, and I wouldn't lose faith on them just yet. So thanks again for watching. If you like this video, leave a comment down below, like, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.